Holy smokers, it ain't no joke. Is the crypto and AI czar just announced that this is going to get a million X increase? How can we gain from that going forward? XRP is also reaching a vital record. What does that imply for XRP? Will a lazy weekend become a turbulent week? Greetings, lovely individuals. Shalom, moneymakers. My voice is rather off today. I hope I don't lose it. But we'll discuss the big stories as well as the present market condition. Some little updates here and there. All I want from you is a lovely grin, some good energies, and a hit on the like button. Having just been woken up by a ballistic missile, I hope we don't receive any sirens throughout the film. Let's hope for the best, isn't it? So let us begin. XRP is at $2.21, up 1.1% on the day. XRP remains in the channel of the rising motion. It still clings to the $13.48 EMA. It's becoming tighter and tighter. This indicates two things to me. One, that there is currently extremely low liquidity, and observe that the volume is rather very low, isn't it? Not much activity. Second, it's being twisted in a way that suggests XRP wouldn't have gotten so tight right here if there wasn't a fight between the bulls and the bears, since people observed what occurred when Bitcoin passed over. There was a large bump. So the XRP short sellers are bears, or if you prefer, anti-XRP, and they are working to keep the price below $13.48. For what reason? Many traders and many algorithms trade on this, so these are skilled traders who trade on this crossing. So if that occurs, it's a really positive indication short-term for XRP, and we're seeing it get rejected here very heavily. Conversely, the stochastic RSI has been declining, which allows XRP some breathing space should it break out, cross the 2007 resistance zone, and then exit the trend line. If that occurs this week, it might be rather advantageous for XRP. Sir Mix-a-Lot famously quipped, "I like big butts and I cannot lie," but you know, watch out for the FOMC meeting coming Wednesday. We do have one this week. Markets can sell off, particularly Monday. As we have observed before, we are closing the weekly candle on the futures. A fresh future candle is opening up, and a possible new one. Perhaps there won't be a gap here, given the little weekend activity. Last words of renown, isn't it? Sunday enjoyable day could get somewhat erratic, simply because I called it dull. The deficit remains at 92,000. That still worries me. You understand how worried about the 77,000 gap for months? I continued and it finally closed. That will let us know whether this gap closes or not. Simply remain alert. Is that all right? Naturally, no financial advice. Always conduct your own due diligence before making an investment decision. Day to day, I have no idea if the market will rise, fall, or remain flat. Trump's remarks are unknown to me. The Chinese, I don't know what they will do. I don't know what, something bullish, something bearish occurs. Day to day, anything might happen. That means you must exercise extreme caution. Is that all right? Remember as well that I will never reach you on social media requesting you to sign up to anything or to transfer me any money. Those are frauds. Be really extremely cautious outside. You're going to see a lot of people growing frustrated as the market heats up and then quote-unquote dull, and you're going to fall into traps. The worst thing is to be disciplined and trade extremely excellent and all kinds of things. Then follow a link to empty your wallet, isn't it? Alternatively, wire money to a fraudster. Simply be cautious outside. Question everything. Should you not know? At my previous employment, I worked on a project that was like anti-phishing and security tool. Just be really cautious out there. Even the most, you know, individuals that are constantly on it can err. Just be really, really cautious then. Be really cautious out there. Always triple double check. Send messages and don't make hasty choices. Is that all right? Market cycles favor the discipline over the desperate. When you have a scenario where perhaps price action hasn't been so good recently, you're going to have desperate folks who want the Lambo immediately, want the money now, want the riches now. I don't know whether you saw the video I created on Warren Buffett last night, since I don't know. The algo simply didn't promote it. I'll link to it at the conclusion of this video. I believe it to be really vital film. Perhaps I misnamed it. The YouTube algorithm can be strange at times. Even if the video material is really excellent, your title may not fit the algo of your channel, so it doesn't get promoted. I'll link to modify this movie. Of all the films you can see, I believe this one to be really crucial. They should have called it that, but I'll provide a link to it at the conclusion of this video. And in that video, he discusses, long-term investing and longevity and looking to the future and looking for possibilities. People become fidgety when you start to be a little dull. They err and have brief attention spans. Just be cautious outside. All right? The crypto czar, David Sachs, I don't know whether you know this, but he's also the artificial intelligence czar. It's not only crypto czar, he discusses the 1 million times increase here. During the Trump administration, artificial intelligence will grow 1 million times more potent. Many find this unbelievable. Let us analyze it. AI models are getting better at a pace of roughly 3 to 4x every year. Performance reviews, features, the user experience, and the expansion of the ecosystem all help one to observe this. Compounding at that pace produces an order of magnitude increase of 10x in 2 years, and 2 orders of magnitude 100x in 4 years. The chips are likewise getting better at a pace of 3 to 4x per year. One may observe NVIDIA's GPU development from Hopper to Blackwell and shortly Rubin to Feynman. The advancement is not only in logic, but also in memory bandwidth and rack design. Isn't it? This is significant. I shared you the tale of Mellanox and someone from Mellanox who notoriously sought to sell his shares portfolio in February 2018. So yes, NVIDIA bought them. Basically, they do rack architecture and data transfer via, I don't know the English term, transceivers, that can handle large capacity data transfer. Thus, after 4 years, a comparable 1x, 100x increase in chip performance. At last, the expanding data centers driving artificial intelligence. State-of-the-art cluster like Colossus has roughly 100,000 GPUs annually. The figure is now about 300,000, already heading toward 1 million. From there, 3 million. Over 4 years, 10 million will eventually start for the most ambitious AI firms over 100 times. 100x better models, running on 100x better chips, running on data centers with 100x more chips in total rise of 1 million x. 1 million times more artificial intelligence. This is why it's so important that the US prevail in the artificial intelligence competition. When will it be finished? So, what is the aim? We discuss cryptocurrency, we discuss investing. XRP is discussed. Now it is our duty. Some would argue, well, this relates to XRP. This relates to XRP. First off, it has to do with XRP, as I believe The crypto market is going to transform in the next 4 to 5 years. How people invest, how